Okay, so today is the JMeter session 1. Today I'm gonna cover these topics. So first of all, what is JMeter? So JMeter, Apache JMeter is the most popular performance testing tool in the market, and there are some other performance testing tool also, which is popular: Load Ninja, Web Loader, and Load Runner. And it's a performance testing tool which is written in Java language, so it's platform independent. So as Java language is platform independent, so we can use the JMeter in Windows as well as Mac. By using this tool, we can uh, perform any type of like we can simulate any type of performance testing, load testing, stress testing, spike testing, volume testing, stability testing, almost all type of testing we can simulate, and also we can simulate heavy loads. Heavy loads means users in the web server and analyze. We can analyze its performance. So for that, the second one, how to install the JMeter. To install the JMeter, first Java should be installed on our system. For that, we need to check whether the Java is installed or not. We need to check Java version. So in my case, it is 21.0.2. So if it is not installed, so go to Java official website and install the application, and then go to environment variable and set the environment, and then go to the JMeter official website to download the JMeter. This is the official website of JMeter. So go to binaries and download this zip file. Once you download and extract the zip file, you will see a folder like this, Apache JMeter 5.5. In my case, it's one version, lower version, one lower version. I think latest one is 5.6. So yeah, so once installed, you'd see the folder structure like this, and then go to bin folder, and inside the bin folder there is a jmeter.dat file. So it's a batch file. So I double click and open, then it will open the JMeter GUI. So this is the JMeter GUI, and then the next one is JMeter folder structure and purpose of each folder. So for that, so the folder structures are almost same, like unlike other apps, but in the bin folder, as I told, JMeter.bat will open the GUI of the JMeter, and same if I open this Apache JMeter.jar file also, we also open the JMeter GUI, and these are some of the examples folders and report folders, and one of the important folder is this template folder. So here you can see these JMX files these are all the inbuilt templates of JMeter. If I go to JMeter and if I click this green icon, so these are the inbuilt templates, recording with think time. So these are the templates. So we can add our custom templates also if you want. So I will circle back in last how we can add our own template. This is the template XML file. So these are the templates we can add. I'll circle back in last. And then this is the lead folder. So this is the library. So all the jars files of JMeter are present here, and then all extra then all these folders are same, and these folders I have created for myself to save the CSV file and JMeter file. Okay, JMeter file, the extension is for all the JMeter file, the extension is .jmx, and this is for the report creation, HTML report creation. So I created these folders for myself. Okay, that's all about the folder structures. Then understanding the GUI. So yeah, so there are three main components of JMeter. There are actually several components of JMeter, but there are three main components. One is thread group, one is sampler, and one is listener. So thread group is basically number of users. Means thread group is a collection of threads, and each thread represents one user using application under page. So basically, each thread simulate one user request to the server. So if I add 100 threads, it means 100 users send the request to the server to check the performance of the server. So if I go to JMeter and right click here and add, here you can see the threads. Here in bracket also it is written users. So I add thread group. So here we can add a number of threads, like 10 users. Suppose I want to test with 20 users, any number of users I can add. And this is the ramp up period. So if I set the ramp up period as 10, so 10 by 10 equals to 1 second. So every 1 second, one user will hit the server. And if I change it to 30 seconds, so every 3 seconds, one user will hit the server. And then this is the loop count. So how many times I want to run the threads. So if I select it to infinite, then it will run for infinite time. And now I'm setting 1. So now I created the thread group. And then we have the next component, sampler. So I created the thread group, and now how the threads or the users will get to know which type of protocol we are going to send to the server. So to give that information, we have to use samplers. So as you know, like JMeter supports almost all type of protocols. So if I right click on the test plan level, then I will not able to see the samplers. So in thread group level, I right click and samplers. You can see there are HTTP request, FTP request, JDBC request, Java request, JUnit request, SMTP samplers. So there are many types of samplers. Based on our requirement, we can use the type of sampler. But now I'm using HTTP request. So I have to check with some website. These are some Unilever websites. So suppose I check some articles details page. So if I want to check the performance of this page, so this is HTTP. So I have to paste here, and I don't need this HTTPS. I need to, if I want to remove, I can remove it, because here you can see protocol HTTP by default it is there, and this whole path I can put it in the path text box, and this is get request, so it is by default get request. And if anyone have any port number, so they can set there. So this is thread group and this is sampler. So if I run this test case, I can't see any result in the GUI. There is no way I can see the results in GUI. So for that, we need to add our third component, which is listeners. So in this listeners, we can see our report in different formats. In test plan level, I'm creating one listener. So we can see in listeners, we can see our reports in view result in tree, summary report, aggregate report, assertion results, graph results, view results in table. So we can see like based on our requirement, we can see the report. So now I added this view result in tree. And if I click run, so it's saying we have to save this file. So let me save it to this JMeter file. I save in this demo.jmx. So the as I said, the extension should be JMX. So I am renaming it .jmx file. Okay, the number of threads set to 10, so it will run for 10 users, and every 3 seconds, one user will hit the server. So you can see every 3 seconds, one. So if I check, then I'm getting the response code as 20200 and response message. Okay, this is the request, and these are the response data I'm getting. And I can add some more listeners also. This is view result in table. View graph result. So we can see if I set it to some infinite loop. So if I run it, so I can see the time, we can see the thread number, the level, the sample type. This is the latency, and there are some graph will create the median, the throughput time. We can see the results as per our requirement, and then there are two options to stop. So it will not stop until I stop it, forcefully stop it. So there are two options. One is stop and one is shutdown. So if I click stop, so it will force stop, which is not recommended. If I click shutdown, then smoothly it will stop the process. Click stop. And there are two options. One is clear and one is clear all. So if I click clear, then it will clear only one listener result, but rest of the results will still there. And if I click clear all, then it will clear all the results. I remove the and then we have some other components also. If I go to, there are some assertions we can set, like here if I run the test case. So I can see the result. So if I want to assert these things, like whether I'm getting the proper response code, response message, the size of the response, and the type. There are several options to do the assertion. There is response assertion, size assertion, compare assertion, duration assertion. There are many types of assertion. So I select here, you can see there is response code, response message, response header. So response code, if I click add here, 201. And if I run the response assertion, we can add one more listener, which is assertion result. So now if I run the test run, you can see it is failed because our response code is 200, but I'm getting our expected one is 201, but I'm getting 200. So it is failed. So in this way we can do the assertion. So this is response message. So I write okay, and if I run, yeah, so it is passed because our response message is okay. Suppose if I change this one, then it will fail. So this, and there are some other components also: timer, constant timer, uniform random timer. There are many types of timer, but most of the cases these two timers, constant timer and uniform random timer, used in most of the cases. And then I right click on the thread group. There are some logic controllers. So controllers means it controls the test plan as per our requirement. So if there are some, this if controller is used to compare the expected one with the actual one. It means if we want to run some thread group with some condition, so it will check the condition, and based on the condition it will run the test plan. And loop controller, file controller, for each controller. So these are some different types of controllers which we can use on our test plan based on the requirement. And then okay, there is one option here. You can see this is function helper. So there are some different types of functions we can use. These are some inbuilt functions which we can use inside the JMeter. If I click generate and copy, it will generate the function for me, and I can use it on my test plan. And this is template. Okay, if I want to add one more. So I set the thread number to 10, so it run 10 times. And if I want to import this test report in from the GUI to CSV file, then I have to create one blank CSV. Because in this folder I am creating one blank CSV. For that I need to go to the extension should be CSV, and it will create a blank CSV file, and here I have to browse to that CSV file. Now if I run, then I can yeah, here I can see the results which is inputted from the GUI. But in normal way, create the CSV files using the command line. So this is the way we can input it from the GUI. So and this one is the official official documentation of JMeter, and from here we can learn like sampler, logic controllers, listeners. So if I want to know more about any of the listeners, so listeners or anything, so I can read the documentation and get to know more about it. And then and then we have plugins. So how we can download the plugins. Okay. So for plugins, we need to download it separately. So by default, it doesn't come with the JMeter by default. So yeah, from this website, we can we need to download this zap file. And we have to put it into the lib folder, and there is a ext folder. Here we have to paste here, and we have to just restart the JMeter. Yeah, so in options you can see there is plugin manager. So from here we can, these are the installed plugins, and these are the available plugins we can download as per our requirement. If I select anyone, select anyone, and if I click apply and say changes, apply changes and restart JMeter, then it will apply. If I select anyone, so it will show the documentation link, so we can check the documentation link as, and some of more information are given here. So based on our requirement, we can download the plugins and update also. And then the templates. So you can see there are many templates. Suppose if I select recording and create, so these are some default templates. So if I want to record, then it from this template, it created the default recording process. So in this way, suppose if I want to create my own template, so I have to go to the bin folder, then go to the templates, and here you can see template.xml. So I need to first I need to put some put the JMX file. So this one I have created now, demo.jmx. So first we need to paste this JMX file in the template folder, and then we have to open this template.xml with some editor. I'm opening it in PS4. So I have to copy any one template and put it in last. And this is test plan true, and this name, instead of this name, I'm giving my template name demo, and instead of this path, I will give my path, which is demo.jmx. The rest of the path is same, just I need to rename this one. And description I can put, for now I'm demo, and I just need to save, close, and I just need to restart the JMeter. I go to templates, and here you can see this is demo is created, and if I click create, then this test plan will create automatically. Yeah, I think that's it. And one more important one more important extension is JMeter, which is developed by the Apache JMeter team. So this one is to record the test plan. So if I open any website, suppose I want to record the test plan. So I have to start the recording. Then suppose I'm going to articles details space. I'm clicking try screen. Okay, so it is. So here you can see all the requests are captured here, and now I stop the recording. So it will capture all the requests, and now if I save it, here you can see there are three Selenium only JMeter.jmx. So we have to save it in JMX extension, and from here I only select the Vaseline.com because this is Vaseline website. So and now I'm saving it. Yeah, so it is saved. Here you can see it is saved as .j in JMX format. So now if I open the JMeter GUI, and from here I have to go to that path. So, this one, test1.jmx, and if I open, so you can see requests, all the requests are recorded, and the CASM manager, the test, the thread group. I just need to add add some listener to see the results. So we run it. There is some issue with the website, I guess. Yeah, I think there is some issue with this website, but it will run. I think, yeah, I think that's all about the GUI of the JMeter. So I think I have covered almost. Yeah, I have covered almost all the high-level GUI things. So yeah.